Hey, what's up guys? It's Coach Brian here. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Staying safe, practicing these new norms that we have of washing our hands, staying at home, social distancing. So hopefully everybody's safe. I think throughout this time, this period of the coronavirus pandemic, some of the big things that we've been doing is, doing a lot of home improvement, finding little things that we can do at home to keep ourselves busy, which I think is very important. If you keep yourself busy, it helps. And one of the biggest things that we want to talk about today is the lawn renovations that we made to our backyard. And real quick, before we start this process, like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. First thing we had to do before we started this whole process was cleaning the backyard. Cleaning the backyard meaning that we had to pull out all the weeds, we had to get rid of all the old grass, we had to just completely dig out everything we needed to take out that we didn't want. And obviously it was just everything. So we were back there pulling, digging, doing everything we can to just clear it all out. So, and one of the biggest things that we utilized was, obviously our hands, but the tools we had are like a rake, a hoe. By the time we completely cleared out everything, we got a tiller and kind of made the ground soft a little bit. So, and also take out any additional weeds that were deeper into the ground. So that was the first thing we had to do, and that was like day one of our renovation project. All right, day number two. So day number two really had us going back and forth from a place where we got our topsoil. Our topsoil was a mixture of soil, sand, and compost that was applied to our backyard. And the thing with topsoil is that you need enough to where it can cover the backyard, but also have some depth to it as well. Usually it's recommended that you have 2 to 3 inches of depth. So for our backyard is 800 square feet. So that roughly came out to like 6 to 8 tons of topsoil. We were traveling back and forth, we were thankful to find a truck to do that. So we probably made 8 trips to get topsoil. So what we would do is we would go get the topsoil, bring it back, unload that into a wheelbarrow, go in the backyard, dump it, make that continuous process throughout the entire day. Very tiresome because you're out there shoveling the topsoil, bringing it to the backyard, dumping it out, doing that whole process. We got our last load right at the closing time, brought it back, and once we did that, we leveled it all out. We spread all the topsoil in the different pods that we had in the backyard, and there was tons of mounds. So we leveled it out, and one of the key things we had to do and be creative about leveling was, making sure we can find something that was heavy enough, was sturdy, that can pull the topsoil in different directions. So we created that, leveler of the 2x4s, 4x8s, just screw those together and find a rope, and we utilize our TRX strap too, and we're just utilizing that as pulling exercise. So that was day two of getting the topsoil, leveling it, and making sure that we get the whole area covered. All right, so day number three. So day number three is where we start to apply, the seed, the fertilizer. We're applying product to the soil so that, we can get a good solid foundation of growth. So first thing we did was apply some gypsum to the ground all over. We watered it, kind of loosened up the soil a little bit, and then we went around and tilled everything. So we tilled all the way around, then we got a presser. So once we got everything kind of mixed in with the gypsum and the soil, some fertilizer, we pressed it. We got a lawn presser. So we went around, you just got to put some water in that, and then you just press the ground. Make it nice and smooth, presses everything down to the ground, really compacts the ground. So after that, we applied some seed. So we applied seed, went all over, and the seed that we utilized was tall fescue. Tall fescue seed, which is gonna obviously grow tall fescue grass, which is good for the conditions that we live in. It's hot, there's a lot of heat, and biggest thing was that it didn't require a whole lot of water once growth happens. So we applied the seed, we then applied some manure, which kind of acts like a mulch, kind of like a moisturizer for the seed to help germinate it. So once we got that all mixed in, we went over with another rake and just, blended in everything. And then now, you get your sprinkler system all connected, you apply some water, and now you just wait for the next couple of weeks, then you'll start to see growth. So that was, day 3 of our renovation. So now that we kind of have the lawn all secured and, ready to wait for the grass to finally grow, some of the things that we did prior to, doing the weeds, doing the tilling, doing the topsoil, was getting our irrigation system online. So we bought a new box for our irrigation system, which we had to run from the main valve to the back valve to get to our sprinkler system, which we replaced everything. So we applied new valves in those areas, and that was a really fun process because learning the water system of how everything works out of our water valves was really good to really have a good understanding of. So you can kind of see where the drip lines run, where water, the zones are. So that was really fun, and we really got a good idea of that, and replaced all of it. So even the sprinkler heads, so everything was good to go. So as we continue to water grass throughout the next couple of weeks to see our seed really germinate and grow, that was one of the things that we really wanted to do. And plus the fun thing about it was, you can control everything on your phone now, so why not control the irrigation system by setting up, schedules to run every morning at 6, every evening at 4, maybe have something in between, but that was kind of like our watering schedule throughout this process. Pretty good. Grass must be like 6 inches long, 8 inches, almost a foot. Let's get the rest of the lawn. Our lawn renovation, we did, like I said, we did a bunch of things. The irrigation system, to weeding, hoeing, cleaning out the backyard, tilling, applying seed, all these little things that, obviously got us the end result of what we wanted. So I hope you liked this video. Again, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.